The P Market is the best place to buy retro games in Ontario, located at 2079 Carp Road in Stittsville and 109 North Front Street in Belleville. Hi and welcome to Project Extreme Review. Today I'm going to review Breath of Fire 4 on the PlayStation 1. This is personally my favorite one of the series. It's got a great storyline, the combat is awesome. I mean, this game is just fun from the beginning to the end. It does have a little bit of a slow start, but once things start kicking in, I mean, you're going in for a roller coaster ride. So why not we go and check it out. Breath of Fire 4 was released in 2000. It actually got a PAL version in 2001, and then the game was later ported on Windows PC in Europe and Japan in 2003. So I mean, lucky bastard, because I would have loved to have this game on PC also. So I'm going to try to make this as spoiler free as possible. So this game really starts off at the beginning. But the storyline is actually really good. I mean, as usual, you're a man named Ryu, and you have the power to transform into powerful dragons. And in this game, you have to team up with several other skilled warriors to combat an awakened immortal emperor for, you know, ascending on Earth and destroying the whole world. So it's the most heaviest storyline in the Breath of Fire series to date. Now, in terms of graphics, I really enjoy this game, even though it's a little old. But the reason why too, it's because I find that for 2D sprites, for the PlayStation 1, they are the best animated one. You'll notice that during, you know, fightings and when there's story going on, you know, the way they animate is actually pretty impressive for PlayStation 1. So yes, in terms of graphics, you know, I won't say that it pushes the PlayStation 1 to the limits, but the animation side though, I believe that it does pushes it quite a bit. Now, of course, RPGs, you know, we all want to know if the combat is good, and this one is actually pretty cool. Which is new to this Breath of Fire is the combo system, which allow, you know, certain spells or skill to cast in a specific order to gain a bonus damage or other effects. So meaning, you know, also as you level up, you gain new skill, and you know, if you combine, you know, certain amount of spells together, you know, you'll create something either bigger or, you know, some really cool stuff you can do with this combo system, which is really cool because I haven't seen anything quite like this before. In terms of difficulty, I have to say, yeah, you are going to somewhat find a steep challenge with bosses, and even later on when you get to a different continent, you know, the challenge will start increasing, so you will be using a lot of your skills in this game. Now, also one other thing I'd like to mention, you know, there's two intertwined storylines for this game. So one, you are going to play as Ryu, and the other one is Faolao, which is the bad guy, the emperor that has awoken. So every once in a while, you know, the story's going to shift to this guy, and it's really cool to play as the bad guy. The only downfall to that is that I wish that they had more of those scenes with Faolao, because they are interesting and they are fun to play with. But no matter what, I mean, it's a fun time all around. There is quite a few selection of characters in this game. Some of them, as usual in Breath of Fire series, you're gonna go, what the hell is this? But other than that, you know, they all have their unique special skills, and yeah, like I said, you know, if you combine different characters and their skill together, the result can be pretty cool. So for the first time in the Breath of Fire series, I have to say that I actually played with all the characters and even made them level up. Not like Breath of Fire 3, I mean, both games are 3D, But Breath of Fire 3, you could only move the camera on a 180 angle. But this game actually lets you rotate the camera most of the time 360 degrees. So just the fact that, you know, you use 2D sprites in a 3D world, the controls are not the best. I mean, trust me, it is playable, but sometimes it does get frustrating. So yes, this is a big game, and I believe first time I've beaten this game, I think I clocked around 50-60 hours total, and that's not doing, you know, most of the side quests that you could do. So I mean, if you can't find a disc-based copy, I mean, they have this on the PlayStation Network, I believe, for $5, so trust me, you get the value for your $5 in this game. Now the soundtrack also for this game is worth mentioning that it's actually pretty good. You know, meaning this is like very Japan heavy. You're gonna hear a lot of you know, Japanese music in this, but it's actually pretty good. And the music doesn't really get recycled as much as the other Breath of Fires. The sound effects also are pretty cool. I mean, the fact that when you hit an enemy, or the sounds of the spells, you know, it's actually pretty cool. It's very Japan heavy, but you know, it's really pleasing to the ears. The good stuff for this game is that it has an absolutely great story. Like I said, it's the most heavy story Breath of Fire game to date. The 2D sprites are really well animated, the best I've seen on a PlayStation 1. And the combat is the star of the show. I mean, you're not going to be disappointed with this combat system. Now for the bad stuff, I really have nothing bad to say about this game. Beside that, you know, the controls are a little touchy because, you know, the camera views are 360 degrees. So it is a pain every once in a while to see what you're trying to see. You know, to go get a chest or something like that. But other than that, you know, it's not a major issue. This is a really great game. So there you go, guys. That's my review for Breath of Fire 4 on the PlayStation 1. Now, finding a disc-based copy for this game is a little tough. You might find one, you know, for $40 to $60 easily. But, you know, it is on the PlayStation 3 network, you know, for $5. And if you're into emulators, you know, you can play it for free. So you should not, you know, be afraid to try this game because it goes back to like old school RPGs the way I like them. So, I mean, all around this is an excellent package and it's worth your download or every penny you put in it. So, I hope you enjoyed the review and thank you for watching.